Hello and welcome back. My name is Kira and this is chapter 51 of our Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I've just synchronized and I'm about to go and get the side quest because I want to see what quests are available so we don't end up doubling up on locations again. Because I did that a fair bit in Mykonos and I want to avoid that a little bit today. Well, with these new island of Naxos. Honestly, I don't know how all of the objectives and the locations gonna go because some of them is going to be obviously geared towards like lowering influence of the land, and I'm not quite sure if I want to do that when our mother is the ruler of the freaking land. So let's hope they're not too bad. Oh wow.
Blood or change? Finicus must choose.
This artist's work is everywhere. Their dislike is as clear as water.
Ooh. They must be silenced. I am a big believer of having freedom of speech and artistic, ability to express art in whatever form they may be without obviously harming people. But they do say the pen is mightier than the sword, and in this case, obviously, it's a voice of dissonance that's coming through, which could be an issue for our mother. So silenced could be good, but at the same time, I mean, I think it's dismissive to say they're just words, and that's why I don't want to say it, because words have power. This one's a hard one. As much as I want to say, artists should be able to freely express what they want, in this instance, we're obviously trying to protect our mother, so I would say they need to be silenced.
Answer with a weapon. Then there'll be no backtalk.
You have to think before you act. This is politics.
Sure.
However tempting it is to act on instinct.
This rebel obviously wants attention. Someone should give it to them.
I had a similar thought. And I think that someone could be you.
Tell me where they are and I'll put an end to this.
See the pigment of the paint. It's a rare color, and I only know one artist who chooses to use it. Last I heard, he lives in a cave at the Rutsuna waterfall.
Is the rest of this art as subtle?
More of the same. Death threats. The dust in Naxos must settle, or Finicus will be killed and replaced as Archon.
That's not good.
I know artists are sensitive, but something really made this one mad.
The city thinks war is coming, and they're not wrong. But they're certain that Finicus is the one driving us toward disaster.
I'll stop them.
We cannot answer their threats with violence of our own. That will add more fuel to the fire.
If that's what you want.
It is what she wants. Finicus wants to fight for the people, not against them. Just stop them making any more art.
If you consider this art.
I consider it graffiti, but graffiti is a form of art.
This came from whatever wrote this message. I'll take it to the art merchant.
What else am I investigating? Let's put this quest on as our main quest. The writing is on the wall. That's a cool name. What can be learned from them? It says investigation area, but I'm not seeing any question marks. So usually you get question marks. No, nothing here. Ooh. Oh, there we go. There's another one.
There's some hair stuck in the paint. Maybe from the brush the artist used? I'd better ask Angelos.
Who's Agelos? How did we learn about Agelos? Cassandra, why is there gaps in our knowledge as a player? That's kind of annoying. Oh, hang on. There's another question mark. There we go. There's another painting.
This color looks strange. I should ask the art merchant where the artist could have got it.
Return to Agelos. Oh, he's Agelos. Okay. I didn't see his name. I just saw his street vendor.
I have
have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found these rock fragments near the graffiti. Do you recognize them?
That, my friend, is emery. Used for various artistic endeavors. Won't give the pottery as good of a shine in that state, though.
Emery? The rock? Is it found on Naxos?
It's mined from the Rotsuna waterfall.
Okay, so I mean, we already know that they're there.
This pigment is only used in the graffiti. Has anyone been buying this from you?
I do remember a man asking about this color now that you mention it.
Just him?
Yes, from what I remember. I didn't have any when he asked. He seemed impatient and asked if anyone else sold it.
Does anyone else sell them?
I found this hair stuck in the paint of the graffiti. Does it mean anything to you?
Many artists here on Naxos use wild animal hairs to form the bristles of their paintbrushes.
What animal is this hair from?
It's too long to be a deer. I've heard that some thrill seekers like to get hairs from the bears that live on the island.
Bears.
They're mad if you ask me, but artists are an unusual sort.
I can agree with that.
Thank you. Eroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Maybe. The artist creates his art somewhere on Naxos, southeast of Eri. Let's go to the map. Oh, this is where the fate thingy is. Southeast of Adrian's fate, south never eats soggy wheat bakes. So east is that way. So it has to be like here or here, right? That's one of, I guess, the only two question marks that makes sense. We'll go to the one with the water. And of course I'm gonna go there in a straight line, because that's what I always do. But honestly, in you know, absolute honesty, when I started doing this Let's Play of AC Odyssey, I wasn't quite sure how much I was going to enjoy the game. I was a bit worried that it was going to be like an instance where I'll be playing the game and not really enjoying it and having to, like, you know, force myself to play the game, I guess, or force myself to enjoy the game. But that hasn't been the case.
There's
I have
that artist. Found you.
I am genuinely enjoying the game. In a lot of games I have found you lose a lot of the game loses a bit of shine after a while, like, you know, the combat does get repetitive and things like that, and that's 100% a thing in AC Odyssey. Like, the combat is good and it's enjoyable, but clearing out all of the forts and stuff does get very similar. But at the same time, I found that because I was so invested in the story, and I am still so invested in the story, I don't mind. Like, I just want to know what's going to happen next. I want to know where it's all going. I want to know, you know, where the story is going to go. And I've been so careful with spoilers for both AC Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption, so that when the story is happening, I don't actually know where it's going. So I am fascinated and I'm invested and I'm, like, desperate to know. Which I think is a good approach to a game that, if you do want to play for an extended period of time, like, that is the approach you should have with it. You should avoid spoilers and so forth, because unless the mechanics themselves are what you're playing the game for, I think it's important to keep the game a bit of a mystery, so that you're interested in the story. And I think AC Odyssey is definitely a game you should play for the story. There's a bear in the cave. Oh, the bear's in the cave. It's sitting down in the cave. Oh, there's some... Okay, now it's some lighting. Hello, bear. Oh. Changed to the wrong weapon. That's a paralyzing arrow. Let's go with a poison arrow. We're good with those. Okay, we've killed the bear. I don't want the bear getting in the way of my exploration. And let's light a fire. Find and deal with the artist. They're gonna be in here somewhere, right? That's the whole point. No? Did they get eaten by the bear? It says exploration area, but there was nowhere further I could have gone in that cave, was there? Am I just really, really blind? The bear ate him. We get that. But there's nowhere. Okay, it must be. Maybe it's just a further up. And to be honest, another thing that I will definitely say is that switching from AC Odyssey to Red Dead and back and forth is actually really helpful because I don't get sick of the game. It doesn't turn into a point where I'm like, you want to take a break from the game and do something else. I still do take breaks from both of the games because I'll still go off and play Hitman, or I'll still, you know, go and play something on my Switch. And so far, it's been incredibly good experience, despite the juggling of it all. And I think it's important to not to let yourself get tired of a game or a game's mechanics. I discovered your location. Is there another set of the caves that leads to the marker? Oh, there's a temple. This is ancient Stili site. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to go and do that though. The one thing I will definitely say is that whilst at the beginning of the game it is very important to decide what skills and stuff you want to have, it starts to become very... It really doesn't matter later on in the game. Like, I'm level 31, 32 now, and I have so many skill points that I am now officially sort of out of things to put the skill points in, which means that I can technically, like, let's start leveling up things that I'm not even going to use. There's going to be snakes. 100% there's going to be snakes. I think I'm going to have to jump down. Can I jump down? Oh wow. Well, there's not going to be any snakes in the water, is there? Snakes need to breathe too, right? Okay. I need to make sure I don't drown. It's kind of important too. Some loot. Oh my god, how far is this temple gonna go down? But this is a nice break from the usual temples we get. I'll definitely do that. Because all of the temples so far has been very much, like, ground focused. It's very dark. Which I think is also very appropriate. Is there a snake? Lots of dead people. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go and I think move that thingy. Move, yes.
Something's blocking this.
Okay, that one. Oh, like this thing here. Trap. Avoid the trap. Look for the snakes. Oh wow, is this gonna be the first temple where we don't have to worry about snakes? Well, that's kind of awesome. And it also looks like it's the first temple where we're gonna have to go out the way we came in, because there doesn't seem to be another exit. Anyway, we'll do this delay. I do find it quite amusing that I am having so much trouble not getting distracted from my objectives in both games. Alright. Delay done. But this isn't a dangerous grounds or anything, right? Which means I can always just fast travel out of here. This is what I'm going to do. Unlock that quest there. And fast travel out of here. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to go towards... Where in that cave was the artist? Am I just blind? Sorry. I have to, like, I am really curious. Like, if anyone speaks Greek, do they hear, like, what the people are saying, and does it all make sense? Or is it underground, on the water, maybe, the cave? I don't think so. There's nothing, we've got nowhere to go underwater. So it has to be in that cave somewhere. So I must have just missed it somehow. Let's light my torch. Okay. Maybe it's up. No, nowhere to go there. There's nowhere to go up. Okay. This also leads to nowhere. There's nowhere to go up. Oh, there we go. Stupid little gap. It's always in the little gaps in the caves. They're so hard to see. You can't really see them dramatically. Okay, I see. It's a complete, like, rebel hideout. Hello!
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Who's I?
Finicus sent me. To find and stop the artist. You.
You're here to kill me.
That's up to you.
Please, Mistios. Finicus is a great leader. Tell her I said that. I'm just a hand, not a mind.
What?
Then you're a gutless sheep. You write what you don't believe.
I didn't know it would go this far.
Tell me why you did it.
I was commissioned. A contract from soldiers. They have power. You try to find people like that.
I would. I'm not spineless.
Mistios, I'm a poor artist. The Archon promised Rach me I've never dreamed of.
And look where it got you.
I'll stop now. I promise. Not another word.
I don't want to be threatening. Like, this guy seems to be like the stereotypical I have no spine, you can probably push me over with the little poke. So I think being threatening or nasty is probably just going to make things worse. So I'm going to go with I'll take your word for it.
You made a mistake. A big one. As long as you own up to it.
I do, Mistios. I do. Here, my contract. See for yourself.
We're finished here.
You won't hear from me again.
Better not, buddy. What does the contract say? Artist contract. Oh, I didn't do any of the Ostrakas. Probably should go back and do that. Doesn't let you say what the contract says. It's kind of annoying. I would like to know who gave him the contract. Like, that would be the interesting thing. Alright, what's the other quests? Let's have a look. Is there another side quest? Not really. We should go and speak to our mother, because I think all of the other quests are actually going to be happening in Veros here. So, let's go and speak to our mother at her party. I think that's the next logical step. Even though I feel like we should be doing that after we kind of explored everything else, but oh well. Oh, bloody little cracks in the walls, man. Usually they do make it a little bit more obvious, but obviously they didn't for this. Alright. Let's go and see Mommy Dearest. She did ask us to be less intimidating, but how? We're incapable of that.
Did you not hear what I said? These are their most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here.
Spacia, what brings you here?
Cassandra, read the room, my dear.
Oh, I'll play along. I'm not going to say you're reacting strangely because that's not the point. The point is we're here to support our mother, and if we need to put on a play, we'll put on a play. The play is a thing. Okay, never mind. Let's not go into freaking Hamlet.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that, my people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know. I'll get her out of here safely.
You can't even get yourself out of anywhere safely. You're absolutely freaking useless. Like in Athens, you had to get us to do everything, and then even I need to stop my rage attacks against Especia. But like, you know what? Mirini can look after herself. She's a badass.
Where do your sources say I should start looking?
I'd try the caves under Mount Zas. The cultists are so enamored with their own mysticism. It's predictable enough for them.
Okay.
I don't think anyone sent to kill you is going to admit who they're working for.
You're right. Physical proof is better. I'm sure you can find something.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later.
Paros must be stopped.
Yes, mother. Alright, where are we going then? Where are these killers? Let's go and find these killers. Both her and Cassandra. Right. Well, let's go and kill them. We will deal with Pharos and, you know, doing all the treasure chests and all that stuff later. And we'll look for Eunice later as well. Why did I close that? I need the map. So we're looking Zeus Cove. Where's Zeus Cove? North of Zeus Cove. So it's gonna be either this one or this one, yeah? Yeah. We'll go with this one first because it's closer. So the good thing about these little islands is that because the distance isn't that great, I don't have to edit out as much. I know that sounds really, really bad.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Oh wait, what? What's here? I'm not sure if this is going to be something I'm going to have to deal with later or not, so I'm not sure if I want to do it now. What the heck? What are you trying to point me to? I'm not going to destroy that. What are you thinking? Alright, so we'll just go past them. I'm not going to deal with it now. Just in case we are going to have to come back and deal with it later. I am going to collect every single olive tree I can find because I want to upgrade my bow. I need more of these to upgrade my bow. Okay. 99 is okay. Right here. Oh. Go, Cassandra. Sanctuary of Mount Zeus. So this is like a temple? I am close to my target. Awesome. So this is a temple.
A cave entrance. There and there.
Well, can I scan them? Yeah, I can. Icarus and his amazing ability to see through a freaking mountain. It's very impressive. Alright, Icarus, is that all? Because in a cave system, it's really, really hard to see anyone. You don't want to be caught unawares. Alright. So I wonder if... So, okay. So I'm going to say that Cassandra obviously has the blood of a... Like, not like, maybe Isu blood? Because, like, it is alleged that, I think in the canon of the game, that Isu, or like the first civilization or whatever they were, kind of like created humans, maybe? And Cassandra is obviously like a descendant, so she has the ability to use the Isu artifacts and powers, and I think that's just through genealogy. So I'm going to guess that it's eventually going to come through that the cult of Cosmos is like a what would you say, like a predecessor to the Templars, and Cassandra is going to be the beginning of like the assassins, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how the game's going to bring it like back to the modern world. Like, I haven't been back to the modern world, and I'm really glad I haven't because I don't really like doing that. But I am curious as to how all of this is going to tie together.
They'll be watching for me.
Of course they are.
I need to be careful.
You will be. I'll just collect some rocks on the way. Oh yeah, they're all there. Can we assassinate them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he wasn't going to die. That was weird. Right. I mean, all the bodies are gone, so that makes things a lot easier. Let's just loot. Not to mention, if I assassinate, I auto loot, so I don't have to worry about looting too much. Where are they? Oh, there's the rest of them. I haven't found any clues yet. Oh wait, there's like a letter thing over there. Maybe that's a clue. Oh god, I really wish I understood what they're saying. Oh! She's got the cultist, like, that really quick cultist movement thing going. It's really annoying.
Drachmi. All stamped with the seal of Paros. And a letter? Some kind of code.
Coded letters? Like, whoa, this is turning into like a James Bond thing. Not that I'm complaining, because I think that's pretty cool. Hello, Zeus. Alright, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Hang on. I didn't realize there was a gold bow in here, like a legendary bow for the take. I've been wanting to upgrade my bow for a while. Basic arrows become poison arrows. Hell yeah! 12% poison damage. I mean, I've already got like really high poison damage, so that's just going to add to it. And I just need to add the thing where it gives me extra damage with devastating shot, and I'm done. That's gonna be awesome. I am quite pleased with that. What I really need is like a gold sword. Or like daggers. I really want to try like going all daggers, but like I don't have one. And I don't want to use anything that's like not gold. I'm a very discriminating warrior. No, I can't go up that way. Can I go out this way? No, I think I have to go out the way I came in. Yeah, I do. Okay. Alright, up we go. Let's go back to Mirini. Tell her that the murderers to be have been dealt with, because I'm awesome. Mirini should be so proud. Like, I think if this wasn't, okay. I actually really liked the reunion scene. I thought that was actually lovely.
They say Zeus grew up in these caves.
Oh, really? That's actually quite awesome. Alright, let's go out. This is, I'm not sure if this is how we came in, but this is an instance, I'll take it. Right, let's go. Let's go and speak to our mother. But I really did like the reunion scene. It did, it was touching. It was very touching. I'm kind of hoping that eventually we can get, Demios, or rather Alexios, to, agree to abandon his, cultist ways. And we can become a family. So normal arrows become poison arrows, right? Why can't I shoot any of them? They're like protected by something. It's really annoying. That is so annoying. I wanted to kill a few of them for their leather. I'm very, very bad at going after, like, targets that are moving. Leading the target and all of that fun stuff. I am not good at it at all. Partly because it's a controller thing, and partly because I just haven't played a lot of FPSs or anything. I've always been an MMORPG player. So for me, it's actually kind of odd playing several games at once. And it's an experience I'm very much enjoying, because before it used to always just be that one game. It was that one game that I always played, day in, day out, and that was it. That was like, getting to know everything about that game was the goal. But now I find that I'm playing multiple games, getting to know them, but also kind of just being able to flick between the worlds, and I quite like it. There you go, mother.
The cult soldiers were paid with Rachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course.
There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
What?
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
Let's be honest, like the whole I think the whole what's we call it, the prophecy and all of that that led to all of this happening was caused by the Pythia that was being controlled by the cult. I mean, that is like what we're given to understand, right? Which means that the Sparta has always been corrupt, because that was a clearly Spartan Pythia that gave that prophecy. But it also sounds very confrontational to say Sparta's always just been like that and we were just not aware of it. To say that Sparta has changed, I don't think rings true either, because I don't think Sparta has changed. It's just always been that way. I'm going to go with Sparta has always been corrupt, because there's, in all honesty, let's just be, frank here. There is no system in this world that is not corrupt in some way or another. Whether that is a corruption we see day to day and it has impact or not, there is always going to be corruption as long as there's people running organizations. That's just the nature of life. So I'm just going to say Sparta's always been corrupt.
How can you say that after all Sparta has done to you? They tore apart our family. They welcomed the cult with open arms.
Why do you keep saying they? I am still Spartan.
Oh.
And so are you.
Are you really?
I have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back. Paros must be stopped.
Is that all you're going to say, Mother? Jesus. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, wow, we unlocked a cultist.
We will destroy your statues. We will burn down your temples if that's what it takes to rid the world of rodents like you.
That's rude. The sage is a Spartan king. Oh, wow. I mean, this is the branch that I really want to work on. No, actually, this is the branch I really want to work on, because I want all of the rest of the snake thing that I've got on going. Actually, I might do like just a hunt, because some of them actually have clues on how I'm supposed to get the hints to find them. So I don't know. Let's just quickly level this up, because it's annoying me that it keeps flashing at me. I have nothing else I want to level up. Alright, fine. We'll do this. 6 cents. Why not? When we're about to discover we can shoot someone. So the next quest is going to be in dealing with Paros, basically. Let's have a look at the map. I mean, we can still complete these areas, but I don't see the point of doing it now, just in case we do have to do it for the rest of the quest. Which means we're going to have to go to Paros. We will do that next episode. I'll do it next chapter. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. I hope you'll come back for the next one. But most of all, as always, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Mwah!